Alrighty, well then, here we go. Super Valiant up 2-0. EVA fighting for their life, and it's a good start there for Rambo. The trade straight away though from Super Valiant. They will not let anything go unpunished.
That was such a great shot by Rambo. Just that quick scope. But unfortunately, like you said, traded out straight away. It's going to spread the defense thin, as I always say, in a 4v4 situation early on in the round. Now it's a lot of pressure on the remaining 4 players, but that's what we wanted to see from Rambo, just having some sort of impact. Better get it over and done with than not to have any at all. And N9 and it looks like Emsen are going to sneak up through this short ramp, keeping an eye on any aggression out of EVA. They know.
By 18, who's really starting to come into his own now in this grand final. Double Q gets dropped by Botcons, and Maxim finds the other.
Nice work there by EVA team to get that quick reply. They can't allow the SV to get that huge lead that they've had every single map. Except for, of course, Mexico. But let's not think about that. Let's not dwell on the past. If you're EVA team, you need to focus on the present. And Hank, watching that cross, he's been given the task of holding this long flank. As we have Emsen still sniping down towards middle, waiting for Rambo to make a mistake. But this round, they've got a 3-man stack towards the B site, and Rambo is one of them. And here he goes. He swings back towards middle just as Emsen leaves. Maybe, perhaps, luckily for him, as we see the C4 finding its way towards B, carried on the wide shoulders of N9. Maxim in that nice position, but easily flashed if not careful. And Bean on this open angle just to catch anyone off guard. Able to switch between positions here. And of course, if Rambo is to get back into that window in time to stop the attack, which seems almost imminent on the B bomb site. And if somehow Super Valiant come out on top of that, well, then you've really got to wonder. Here comes the fake onto A.
Well, Double Q able to get one there, but yeah, the rotation has been pulled across really by EVA team. Great play, great strategy from Super Valiant as they have full control of the B bomb site for free. The bomb is going to be planted, and the post-plant situation for Super Valiant does look good, though they have dropped Ank in 9 in a critical position.
He just decides against going out that window.
And Bean, the pre-fire is good. It's all falling apart for Super Valiant now. Just Double Q, and he's on the wrong bomb site. The defuse already should be on right now. And the mission for Super Valiant is failed. They have a team come away with a round for themselves. It looked great for Super Valiant. They really did seem to be controlling that round, but they just lost far too many players on that post plant.
Maybe just a little bit too confident. Maxim obviously just storming in. He's having a great time. And we see Emsen now with a bit of a job to do here. He needs to neutralize Rambo. EVA team just very patient so far on this map. Rambo looking for anything, looking for something. He's going to find himself double Q in a moment if he's not careful. He's got Botcons here as a distraction. Oh no, Botcons is going to get caught off here. Oh, so lucky.
Not quite lucky enough though, as Double Q finds the headshot.
Classic Double Q.
Indeed it is.
Jeez.
Oh, 18 just so sharp, and now Rambo tasked with the difficult job of holding on to the A bomb site alone. 18 actually falls to his death, but it won't matter here for Super Valiant as they have got full control of the entire map.
Oh, N9's just going to walk on past Bean.
Oh, not even Bean. Really needs to close that frag out, but N9 just too sharp.
Asking the question there, where have you come from?
Where did you go?
Where have you been? But okay.
Don't worry about it, different song.
It's alright. N9 now, just throwing a bit of utility towards long A. Trying to keep Bean and Kukon occupied. But look at this Rambo from Botcons. I called it a Rambo. That's exactly what it is.
Botcons. is going to be rewarded for his efforts. Double fold.
And he keeps going too. Not sure this is a wise idea. Double Q is the man to punish it, but Botcon's on a mission.
Apparently it is a wise idea. He finds 3, which is surely enough here to secure a round for Ever Team. Though,
no.
let us not forget who the last player alive is. It is Emson.
He is a god.
He is a god indeed. 1 versus 3. He spots out Maxim. Great flick, and the pistol comes out. Emson now. How does he always manage to pull it through? Not quite going to be able to do it. Emson was not expecting Kukon from that angle, but so close.
The killer of dreams. The shatterer. You see, he just was long that whole round.
Yeah. Ever Team really. They're doing well at the moment, but it still feels like Super Valiant are
They just need to keep it close, Jordan.
a moment away from taking control of this game.
The second Super Valiant start feeling confident, that's when they get blown out of the water. If they can keep it close, they can stay in this. SV wandering around. You know what we say about those who wander.
They are not lost. Rambo, he is lost. And 9 drops him, but it's a great trade frag actually out from Maxim, and he has the opportunity for more, which he will take advantage of. Hank going down. Botcon's now starting to get involved over on this B bomb side. Emson, at least able to pull things back for Super Valiant, and it's always this man to do it. 19 now, and it's 18 to close it. 2 for him.
2 versus 4.
It just seems like you really can never count out Super Valiant.
You can't count out those 2 guys. You can't count out N9. You can't count out 18. Emson. Just every damn time. But it's Ever Team's fault. They're not capitalizing on these advantages. They know they have them. They know what they need to do. They've done it before. But this game's just getting away from them every time they do this. And Double Q with a nice pick onto Botcons. Rambo relocating. Couldn't find anything in middle. Nothing favourable.
18 almost gets the 2-piece, but will be traded out by Rambo. It's still a 4 versus 3. Super Valiant have that advantage. But as I say that, straight away, Ever Team pegs a few back. Kukon with a 2-piece, and 9 now tasked with the 1v3. He's found the first, and he can potentially get that bomb down. No, he doesn't have it in his possession.
The crowd trying to help.
Kukon takes an aggressive peek. There's no trade. Kukon perhaps a little bit over eager to close things out here, and it leaves Rambo on his own in a 1v1 against the superstar N9. The timing not quite there for N9.
Absolutely perfect timing. How lucky can you be? That's purely what it is. There's no thought process there. Rambo just going for the peak. And just in that split second, he's not watching.
Rambo again going for a peek into mid with that sniper, but not spotting out anyone from SV just yet. I think he needs to be careful though.
He hasn't been punished for doing this once, really.
No.
He got a kill every time, but
Wow.
just as I say that, N9 clearing it out.
Caster's curse once again in effect there.
Yeah.
Botcon's now under a bit of pressure from N9, but not too much. N9 will give up on that chase. Utility use from SV out into mid just to try and give them something to distract Ever Team with.
Yeah.
Not going to result in any frags.
It almost works in getting the crossfire out of the B site. But there's no way for them to know that really, except that, well, we're all pretty simple creatures and we do have habits. And sometimes in a computer game that can be your undoing. As we see Kukon in that forward position, he could really do some work. So could Bean if they were to get aggressive. And Super Valiant know they like to do that mid-round.
Bean being aggressive here. Emson was ready for it though. The sniper of Super Valiant too strong in that aspect.
Just so obvious. It's like at 1 minute 15 they all just lose their mind. And how many times have they been punished for it? So many. So many times.
Still though, Ever Team doing well into this map. N9 trying to pull things back for Super Valiant though, and indeed will be able to. 4 apiece it will be. What a shame it would be for Ever Team if this were to go 5-4. to Super Valiant. They've done a good job, but they really, really need every single round they can get. Botcons with their sniper playing aggressively.
Double sniper.
Has been his forte, and it has worked out again for him in this round.
Well, being in this position, we've seen him do a lot of work from here, especially when he has backup. But this time he's on his own. He might need to just try and delay.
Oh, Bean! Oh, Bean! He finds two! Hank will be able to trade him out, but that was sublime. 2 headshots, and that should, in theory, win the round here.
In theory.
In theory. Who knows what can happen, though, with a couple of Super Valiant players still left on the field. Anything is possible. And 18, he's been having a really good grand final here. Ankh will spot out Maxim, but Maxim just a little bit too quick on the draw there. And it's just 18. Flying solo now for Super Valiant.
I think Maxim is definitely one of the better players here for EVA Team.
Well, there we go. 5-4 for EVA Team. At least they do come away from the first half with an advantage. It feels so long ago since they last had an advantage.
Yep.
Now they're going to be able to convert this, though, into a map victory. It's still a very big uphill climb.
Yeah, I feel like this Chinese outfit is not the kind that will just give up 5 rounds on the defense. You saw how the aggressive players were sort of effective for EVA Team, but they did often throw it away. And Super Valiant aren't that kind of team. They get the advantage and then they fall back, especially in these high-pressure games such as the Grand Final. Both these teams are already winners. They've made it to the Grand Final. They've bagged a heap of cash already. The loser goes home with 200k. The winner gets that 500k. And at this point, at this time, it really does look like Super Valiant.
Oh well, maybe we're going to be left waiting another map. We will find out. There's 1 half left here for EVA Team to impress us. If they don't, they will be going home. Not empty-handed, but significantly more disappointed than
so disappointed.
Super Valiant. Super Valiant a very big A stack. They feel like they've got a read here. Nothing going on towards B actually for EVA Team just yet, so perhaps they're not wrong right now.
Yep. There's harder ways to earn $10,000 each. But it's not the attitude you want to have. EVA Team have been so close to defeating this Chinese outfit. And then since then, Super Valiant really have just put their foot down. They've really gone for the kill. And EVA Team just haven't had many answers until Black Widow. They've done a bit of damage here. They're looking for that aggression out of Super Valiant. 2 players on short. Are they going to get away with their life? Although as I say that, 18 goes down. Emson very low on HP. N9 sticking around for just measure. Was able to find one for his troubles. 4v4. N9.
What do you even do against that?
Well,
I don't know the answer.
You definitely don't give up, but you just need to be better next time.
Rambo, Bean, and Maxim, the 3 musketeers here for EVA. They're heading in towards the B bomb site. It is a good crossfire though for Super Valiant. Double Q to take the first contact. They don't know that Unk is there, and he will find 2 before being traded.
I feel like they had the idea that Unk would be there, but they were just trying to get as many people out the door before they were ID'd. But unfortunately, EVA, they've just got Bean with the C4.
It's a 2v1. It's a doable 2v1. No, never mind.
Flicks onto Bean and takes him out.
5 apiece. Super Valiant equalised the scoreline.
Well, it didn't take long for that to happen. See if we're gonna get something happening here. Double Q hanging around that middle area. Kukon doesn't know how close he is. Good little retake setup here for Super Valiant if they were to come long, but looks like EVA Team have got other ideas. 18 on the rotate now. Rambo, an opportunity. Alas, he misses it.
Cannot be affording to miss opportunities given to you by Super Valiant because they are few and far between. Rambo still having a look through those mid doors with the sniper rifle, but as of yet, not finding anything.
I just love WQ here down in the doors. So aggressive, trying to distract, and Bean doesn't fall for it. N9 through the smoke, takes two. This guy's a champion, man. He could be the best player in the world.
He pretty much is at this point. Botcon's able to trade a couple back here with Kukon. It's player advantage, now 2-player advantage for EVA team. But looking very strong with that sharp headshot. And is he reading the situation correctly? It seems as though he is.
Can the Vietnamese just work together?
Oh, he's finding 2 1v1s. Botcons has to back away there. Unk looking for the second player. Maxim will be good enough to win that duel, but the opportunity was definitely there.
Yep.
For that 1v2, which was essentially 2 1v1s.
Yeah, the Vietnamese, though, they're keeping themselves in this with a chance.
Yep.
And that's all they need to do. You can just see Super Valiant play a little bit different under these circumstances. It's a nice setup here. I like this.
Yeah, it's a really good stack over to the A-bomb site from Super Valiant. Emsen watching the perfect line. As of yet, no one from EVA team picking him, but there you go. Bean with a cheeky little turn around that corner. Emsen says goodbye.
Next.
Bring me the next one for my shooting range.
WQ. He loves it down there. He's so close to the doors. You can just hear everything that's going on. Ank getting a little bit impatient on B, but he's the only one there, so he can't really afford to.
No, but if he does push, that could be critical information for his team as well. So
yeah,
there is a pro and a con. Botcon's.
Well, we saw what Kukon did last round.
Oh, WQ will not be overwhelmed this time, nor will N9. And EVA team really struggling now as they are starting to drop like flies. Again, Maxim has it all to do. And it just seems impossible at this point.
Yep.
Constantly challenging Emsen, who does have that sniper rifle perfect for this range. Oh, Maxim!
Oh, yeah?
Where did that come from? But is he going to have any more left in the tank? He has the player rotating around the back. No, he doesn't actually. SV deciding they want to.
He's gone
together.
for the kills. Certainly can't get the C4.
Oh, and 9 drops now as well. Maxim.
10 HP.
He's keeping this one interesting, but he just has no HP to play with. Surely he can't make this happen in the end. And we'll get rid of him.
That's what I love about this as well. There's no reason why he wouldn't go for it. You know?
Yeah.
Just fight to the death. See what you got.
Give it a crack.
Yeah. The other team, obviously, you're putting them in a position where they need to react. And EVA team 6-6. Emsen taking a leaf out of Rambo's book. Let's see what we got here. Rambo.
Ooh, Emsen would have spotted that.
Yep, for sure.
And
Kukon, that's an easy kill.
Not quite.
Emsen misses it, falls back.
Emsen's very low on HP, so he can't afford to play as aggressive any longer.
Well, we're smoking him off.
And 9 overwhelmed. Too many players to deal with there, and Rambo will be the one to get the frag. Headshot out from him. Now Unk has a big job to do. Through the flashbang, he'll get the kill onto Bean. Continues spraying, pulls out the pistol, and will go down, but the trades are there from WQ, backing up his teammate nicely. Now pistol out for WQ, but in the end, 18, proving to be too strong. And Super Valiant now will take the lead for the first time in a while on this map. 6-7.
I tell you what, EVA team are doing a great account of themselves, though. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to walk into this A-long setup.
Super Valiant being aggressive right now on the defense. They've actually backed off.
Yep.
That could have been a deadly exchange if Super Valiant would have continued forward, but they thought better of it. Perhaps the right idea, as it would have been 2 versus 3.
Oh!
N9. So sharp. And Kukon goes down as well. Headshots across the board for N9. He gets 3. And another one. It's actually 18 to pick that up, but still, Super Valiant.
Oh, wow. Bean is actually in the lead here, HP-wise, 2 versus 1.
There's a lot of time as well on the board. Minute 40 ticking away.
Super Valiant not afraid to be split up here, though. Bean has the C4.
does he?
Well, he's just dropped it, hasn't he?
No.
It was
N9
just
has got
hidden there.
control of it. If
Yep.
Bean jumps forward to collect it, N9 will spot him, and I think N9 has. Bomb. C4 collected there by Bean at least.
Yep. You can see just the cogs turning for N9. Emson now trying to get closer to help.
I mean, what a difficult duo to go up against.
Yeah.
Emson and N9, probably the two best players on SV
Yeah, no
throughout
biggie.
this tournament. He's been up to the challenge. N9 has spotted him out, will drop down the flash to keep Bean at bay. Trying to utilize that timer is SV, but it's really not at a critical point just yet for EVA team. Bean has a lot of time to play with.
Yep.
He's rotating backwards and forwards, and so too is Emson.
I like his approach so
Peek
far.
into mid, this could be dangerous for Bean. Emson, I don't think he spotted that cross.
Time is running out. You can hear the urgency in the crowd.
Here we go, Bean charging in. Oh, he's making too much noise. Emson is ready for him. And Super Valiant come away with another round. There's a few nervous looking faces here.
There's also a few happy looking faces as this game edges closer. And here we go, this long attack is going to happen no matter what. Emson getting into a bit of trouble in middle.
8-6.
Yep.
EVA
The crowd
team.
can feel it.
It's now or never, really. Do not allow this to go through to the match point, because Super Valiant will ride that wave through to a map victory. 2 kills already coming out for Super Valiant. The trades are there, and one better actually for EVA team. But Emson, what a quick scope! He gets a free frag, and we're back to a 2 versus 2, and there cannot be a cross here without that smoke down. Emson is going to have to rotate his position across, because he won't be able to do anything from here unless he gets the timing shot, and he was close, but not close enough.
If SV win this round, every subsequent round after that, the crowd is going to be on its toes, going absolutely nuts.
Coconuts.
Absolutely coconuts.
Bean and Maxim, it all rests on their shoulders. And Ankh, is he going to get that timing right? That's really what it comes down to here. If he peeks his head up while Bean is having a look at that window, he is going to be sayonara. But vice versa, if Bean gets the timing wrong, could work out in the favour of Super Valiant. Emson clearing so many angles right now with that sniper rifle. Does not see anybody. Gets an amazing shot onto Bean, and the push comes out from
Holy
Emson.
crap.
2 kills. Super Valiant now match points.
Was there any better way for Emson to win that round? That was just classy as anything.
And there you go. 1 round away from Super Valiant lifting that very trophy.
Beautiful shiny trophies.
EVA team, their backs are against the wall. And this is their last chance. Now
Like
or
I
never.
said, the crowd is feeling it.
Do or die.
They're not going to be quiet unless EVA team are going to silence them.
It has to be EVA team to silence them.
Can they do it? N9 again. He can feel it. He knows it's close.
We need to see the first frag come out here for EVA team. If it goes the way of Super Valiant,
Yep.
you have to think all is lost. Botcons under pressure here from N9, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, 18 is there, backing up N9. Overall, looking good here for Super Valiant, though. As I say, that trades across the board. It's the Chinese crowd. They can feel it. Rambo, the last one left alive now for EVA team. And Super Valiant moments away from closing it out. Rambo gets 1. Is it going to be enough? WQ with the flag, and it will be Super Valiant 2 years in a row, the champions of Crossfire Stars.